Drove the Falcon over to Mark's house. He's doing a little upholstery today. That's part of our door panel. Well, here's the pieces sort of stacked together. This center part's gonna get glued down and tucked around the back, but that's what it's gonna look like. Pretty cool. Moment of truth. We're gonna glue that to there. There's no turning back now. Don't go trying this at home. This is a professional glue clamp operation here. We're gonna let that sit so it can press down on that glue. Mark is finishing up the door panels, so I thought I'd test fit my dash pad. Actually fits pretty good. The instructions say that it comes a little extra, so you gotta trim it off. So right here. So I just kind of laid the dash on there and then marked all the holes. There's like 6 clips that go along this trim. And then I just gotta trim the corners off. I'm gonna try to paint this. Got some adhesion promoter and some vinyl paint. I mean, black doesn't look bad, but it'd be better if it was more in the color family. So anyway, I'm gonna trim that up and then prep it and paint it. Got my inside corners trimmed. I took a little bit on the outsides too, because the A-pillar trim was having a hard time getting on there, so trim the fat a little bit. Just put a coat of this on there. I'm gonna do 2 more coats of that. So it's kind of a sitting and watching paint dry operation. And then here's the color. It's you know, brown. It matches the seats pretty good, so we'll have some complementary colors. I think it's gonna look real good. Do not attempt to paint this dash pad, as most paints will not adhere. Well, I read that, didn't care, but they were right. So it's back to the drawing board. This just kind of wiped off because it's not sticking. I thought, I'm smarter than the manufacturer. I'm gonna use this big box store cheap plastic adhesion promoter, and that's gonna solve everything. But it didn't. So I don't know. Gotta find something that makes it plastic stickier. Or maybe I just sand the whole vinyl. Or I get a different dash pad. I don't know. I like the color. But yeah. That's Not gonna work. All right, we're pulling the weights off of the driver's side door panel. Mark just glued down the center pleats. Ooh, looking nice.
Clean it up a little. Get that glue off there. But yeah, get that glue off there, and then we'll be good to go. Clean it up. Finish it up.
All right, I'm back on this thing. You know, painting for me is a lot like driving. When I panic at a four-way stop, I just gas it! When really I should slow down. Maybe let the other people go. So we're gonna put a little more of that adhesion promoter on there. I started to sand it, and actually I just scuff it with a Scotch-Brite, and my heater just kicked on, so hopefully you can still hear me. And a lot of the paint did stick. I think it was just soft, and I was messing with it, as I usually do. So cleaned it up again, more adhesion promoter. I'm gonna do light coats, just gently let it land on there, see what happens. Figured while I was at you know, painting stuff, I got my sun visors. They're actually in pretty good shape, except for being dingy and sort of the dirt baked on there. So I cleaned them up with some vinyl cleaner and tried to scrub them pretty good, but still pretty dingy. So I'm gonna paint these two. And then I found that my shop press plate here had this little hole in it. Boom. Now I can paint both sides without getting my fingerprints and dirt on both sides. You know, it's good to use a trash can for painting operations. It's always a quality move. All right, so got that repainted. I might do one more coat just on the inside here because the angle's kind of weird to get to it. But I think mostly I just gotta leave stuff alone. You know, just give it a rest. This turned out really nice. And I know that you think that that's two different colors, but it's actually because they are. I bought that for the armrest originally, and it kind of clashed with our vinyl on the door panel, so I wasted a bunch of money on that, but they'll look good on the sun visors. And then it actually matches the headliner pretty good, so I'll clean up and paint the other one and touch that up a little bit. The lighting's not great in here, but I figured I'd give you a little before and after, or after then before. So there's the new paint, and there's the old stuff. I think it looks better. Doesn't really match perfectly, but looks better than dirt. Well, now Mark's starting to glue down the rear door panel inserts. Got these all sewed up. Looking mighty fine. They go on here. So we are punching the holes to the armrest from the inside out while we wait for the glue to tack up. Get it, Mark, get it! Doesn't work, get a bigger hammer. Got one done. Sorta. Still gotta buy new armrests and paint them, but door panel is installed. 3 more to go. Or in Germany, 3 more to go. Well, Mark got the door panels knocked out. Looking pretty good. Still gotta get a armrest and paint it, but there's the other side. Oh yeah, pretty fancy. They call that a contrasting color. It's a triad of browns and white, something, whatever. All right, I got the clips from Falcon Enterprises. They've got a lot of great parts for Falcons, go figure. So I got 10 new clips. I'm gonna throw that in there. Here it is. Kind of pokes out right here. I might be able to get that under the trim, but it's installed. My A-pillar trim was fighting me, but I got it. Looks pretty good. Well, that basically wraps it up on the old 65 Falcon. Thanks for tuning in and following along. I'm all dressed up because I'm headed to work. Gotta pay the bills. Whatever. Bills are overrated. Anyway, thanks for following along, and hopefully we'll have some more updates on this project coming soon. Anyway, we'll catch you next time.